the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. Need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted. Still I realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. The same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. Need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted. Still I realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. Need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted. Still I realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. Need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted. Still I realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel.
Hello, everyone, and welcome, welcome, welcome. New look, new season, new a lot of fun. It's chapter 12, Gehenna Academy, season 2. Which is to say, we did not reset the episode numbers because chapters don't, just keep going, whatever. Before we start this episode, I would like to announce, as already been announced, that we do have a sponsor here at Gehenna Gaming. We are officially sponsored by Elderwood Academy. They have some awesome products, awesome dice, awesome fun. You can get chess dice boxes, spell game boxes, I almost said chess sets, dice, and all of your other tabletop accessory needs with that little bit of eldritch and magical flair, aficionado. When you go to a magic school like Gehenna Academy, you really do need the right gear to kind of get you through the day, and you could really do that with Eldritch Academy. You can go ahead and use our special link that we are going to drop right here in the chat if you would like to purchase some stuff. I think I could do that. Maybe, nope, I guess I can't. That's not me. I'm sorry, guys, but check them out anyway. They're awesome. They're amazing, and they're awesome for sponsoring us. Like, holy shit, we got a sponsor. Never thought I'd see that day. Kidding. I'm joking. But if you want to support us, you can go to elderwoodacademy.com/Gehenna -gaming. And I will drop that link right here in the description. And not in the description, in the comment box. It's not for YouTube. And furthermore, I think it's time for our cast to introduce themselves in the usual way. There was someone missing last time, and that kind of messed up the order just a little bit, but we'll forgive Northern Ali this week. And go ahead and you know the order. Introduce yourselves, tell them why you're here, and who you are.
Good. Whatever day it is or time. I forgot. My name is Rena and I am playing as Ivy the Reaper, who has been fighting everyone last episode and has been tasked by her really scary boss that nobody believes is scary aside from her to help Amara out, whatever it is that she saw in the visions. And that's it. And I hope I can. Oh wait, no, I got cornered by the new Fae ambassador, which I do not look forward to actually talking to.
What? They're amazing, though.
What? No. And next.
If I remember correct, I believe that is me. Hello. My name is Norton Lee, and I play Chund the Ghost, also known as the ghost formerly known as Neil, who last we saw him was very upset at Ivy because Ivy's a traitor, and very upset about Arden because Arden was dead, and very thankful for Samir because Samir was alive. That's roughly it.
As it should.
Hey, I am Chantel. My pronouns are they, them, and I will tonight be playing Melody, whose pronouns are she, them. Yes. Melody is getting, I don't know. Melody's having a time because everyone else is just being mean about the new group that she's spending time with and calling them a cult, despite the fact they're not a cult and that Chanda's doing basically the same thing, but what she's doing is a cult. Not okay.
Hello, I'm Alyssa. My pronouns are they, them, and I play Amara the Hollow, who also uses they, them pronouns. Amara, also confused by why everyone thinks that Chantel's group is a cult. They're just excited to, look into all these ways that people are finding themselves because they don't know anything about who they are or where they came from, except that they did have a vision last episode that the reflection in the mirror was not them. It was someone who we know was Yanni. Unfortunately, they were not able to describe that well to Ivy. So it's just, I don't know, a reflection of someone who wasn't me. They had brown hair. Who could say?
Hi, everybody. My name is Chris, and I am playing Isaac. Pronouns he, him, and my pronouns are also he, him. Isaac kind of came back, to school and he's trying to discover himself. Coming back, he's not really too sure about mantra because they seem sketchy as hell. Why? Because they're a cult. Cults are never good, and he is just trying to see things out. He probably might go to that meeting later. We'll see what happens.
And I guess that just leaves me. I'm your storyteller / master of ceremonies for tonight. My name is Nick Francia, and I'm the stream producer and marketing manager here at Gehenna Gaming. And this is my love child, the Gehenna Academy, the all BIPOC cast Monsterhearts game with a little bit of a switch where everyone knows that they're monsters, because that was always really cool to me. So without further ado, let's step into Chapter 12. Just close your eyes. Everyone ready to begin? So, the last time that we saw everyone, it was the first day of school. First day of the announcements. We're actually going to skip a couple of days ahead to probably, let's see, if that was a Monday, we'll go ahead and we'll skip to like Thursday, just to kind of get some time, let everything settle in. The mixer is happening still the night of Chantal, because I know that's what you were thinking.
Well, actually, what I was thinking was, wasn't Ivy about to have a conversation with the Fey ambassador?
Oh, that is true. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, let's go ahead and play that scene before we make our little time skip to class. Ivy, are you ready to have that conversation now?
No.
Well, the Fey ambassador does not care.
Oh, I am a very scary reaper. I am a reaper.
You're a reaper. You're fine. It's fine. Robin Primrose, as to remind everyone at home what her name was. She kind of like, when she's the type of like super full of life, what Melody kind of used to be at the beginning of last year, very like, colorful in the way of their clothing. The type where, the Fae, they skip and flowers bloom from their reach. So maybe not as kind of how do I say the word mean without saying mean? Melody was kind of a little mean last year, just a little bit, but in a good way, in a great way though, in a way I appreciate. No,
I'm sorry. No. This is misrepresentation. My lawyer will contact you.
No, but where Melody never kind of faked that kind of fake kindness and smile and happiness on her face. Robin seems to be taking it in cheek, because you can kind of tell this is like either Robin's like doing this way too much and like, she's got something else wrong with her that she's like this happy all the time, like at this current moment, or she's definitely playing you up a bit as she kind of calls you over. Ivy, that's your name, Ivy Valencia?
Yes, that is me.
Awesome. I actually here. And she kind of leads you to somewhere private, like literally like another hallway that like no one's around. I wanted to talk to you about like a sensitive matter. I hope that's okay with you. It really won't take that long.
Regarding if it's a very sensitive matter, I don't think I'm the one you should be talking
Well,
to about this.
for what I've been told, you were involved in it. It's about the events of last semester.
All right.
I know that you disappeared shortly after what happened. And I just wanted to check up on you. I know the others have as well, and I'm sure you probably were thinking of a lot of questions of what was said at that speech I gave at the assembly.
And your point is?
My point is, we of the Fae have chosen to look past the fact that one of our own was murdered, especially of royalty. Of course, there are outstanding circumstances. I understand. I'm sure you understand. But to the outside world, this is not what it looks like, unfortunately. And in order to keep the relations between our worlds, we've had to kind of settle on this story, as it were, as our official cover story. I just wanted to make sure, because we didn't have the chance to talk to you, that we're all in the same understanding. Because if the humans and, you know, the mortals were no longer, you are mortal, right? That's what I've been told. If you were no longer be trusting of the Fae and vice versa, it would be a terrible scandal, I'm sure, and definitely would have consequences. As of right now, no one knows that you killed our prince, and no one knows our prince killed others. And I think, I just would like to remind you, I think that would be the best way to keep it, will it not?
If you think that is the way, of course.
See, I knew you were one for diplomat. I knew you were more diplomatic than your other peers. Unfortunately, the past Fae ambassador was not in the same feeling as you, and which is why they've elected to send me in her place.
I see.
And in order to extend a sort of olive branch, I would like you to have something, a gift. We you know, I'm sure you understand. Ambassador brings gifts and vice versa. And she,
Yes, but knowing you face gifts always comes with a price.
oh, of course, yes. The price being that this is just, we've come to an understanding currently as of now. It is me sealing that deal, as it were. But I'm sure that this gift will be of great use to you. And she takes a looks to be like a special flower, with the specifically, like, it has like, it's like almost like blue and almost translucent, and has many leaves on it as well. And she kind of gives it to you, and it's almost like in this kind of like a glass container, almost like a carrying case. Yes, this is a special plant from our worlds. You see the leaves and the petals on that flower?
Yeah.
If you ingest the leaves that are on that flower, it'll cause you to remain unseen, as it were, for the proximity of about half an hour. If you eat one of the petals, you'll be unseen probably about half the school day. I know that you've been getting some unwanted attention, as I noticed during the, school gathering, and I thought you would like to have it.
So let me make this clear. This is your gift because we reach an understanding. So this is just a payment to keep my mouth shut about what happened last semester.
You are right on the head with that one. I know you've said it a little bit more bluntly than I would have, but yes. I'm not going to lie to you.
No, but I'm sorry I cannot accept this. I have been told not to accept gifts from strangers.
Well, I'm not strangers. I'm Robin Primrose. I'm the Fey Ambassador, backed by my government and council.
Ah, yes, of course. But those words really mean nothing to me at this moment in time.
I see. So we cannot count on your silence, is what you're saying.
Not really. Tell me, Robin,
Yes.
what do you intend to do? So I use icebreaker on this.
And yes, tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And you sort of blurt that out. Well, I intend to make our relations between the school even stronger. You know, the mortals having allies with faith such as ourselves grants so many benefits, and of course, vice versa. We can learn a lot from understanding of each other's worlds. And as I know it, you traverse not just your own and our plane, but others.
Yes.
I will pry further. I know it is good for a lady to keep her secrets. I know I have some.
That's totally fine. Um, but I'm really sorry, Robin. I cannot accept your gift, but I just want to get at the bottom of this.
The bottom of what? There is no grand conspiracy here. Yoni is dead. I'm sure you saw it yourself. He is gone and never coming back, despite what tricks he might have played before. And we just have to deal with the fallout of that. It's just how things are.
Anyway, you have a good day, Robin.
You too as well, Miss Valencia. And she skips away. How does that make you feel, Ivy?
I dislike her. I do not like her. I do not like people trying to bribe me with gifts to keep my mouth shut. I have been drilled, like, things have been drilled in my mind, like, to keep the balance of the world. And if somebody's trying to bribe me as a reaper, then it means that they can bribe other people too. They're about to do something really suspicious, and I don't trust them at all. Even if they cannot lie, they find a way to just go around the truth.
The truth indeed. What is the truth? What does it really mean? I think it's time we shift a few days into the future, where we can maybe think about that. It's currently about a couple minutes. It's about 20 past 11 on that Thursday. Introduction to Rituals is going to be the next class that starts. And then, of course, everyone knows that the signups for the school play are also being posted later today at theater class. And if that weren't everything, the winter formal is going to be in full flux within the next week and a half. And everyone is already starting to pair up and scramble around for a date, because no one wants to be the loser that goes stag. Let's just be honest with ourselves. No one wants to be that person.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, one person that doesn't need to worry about it is you, Chun. And as we kind of come into Introduction to Rituals, we see Amara, Chun, and Samir all sitting there.
Who's the teacher for this class again?
Samir, they look over to you and go, "It's supposed to be the new guy."
Oh, that God.
Professor Morrison?
Professor who?
Professor Morrison. I heard he was introduced at the assembly, the one we weren't at.
Well, that'd get him anyway.
He came in with those, I guess, what do they call them? Mantra kids?
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Those, like, spiritual self-help, gurus looking like... It just reminds me of, like, QVC stuff, to be honest.
I keep on thinking they're trying to sell me something.
I'm sure they are. I don't really know what it is though.
Honestly, they kind of remind me of the old days. You always used to see them. They kind of went from like in the big cities. They go from like homeless person to homeless person, asking them if they've seen God. It was terrifying.
Babe, are you talking about snake oil salesman?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, you're so old.
Hey,
It's okay. It's okay. I'm just they don't have those around anymore. You know that?
They don't? Then who are these mantra people?
You tell me. I haven't really interacted with them.
Hot take, snake oil salesman.
And at that mention, you see the two kids. You see Sylvester and Rebecca enter into the classroom. Both looking like, as Isaac describes them, as the Jack Frost siblings. Sylvester, both of them pale of skin. Sylvester with kind of like wispy, kind of silver hair that almost kind of glimmers, and Rebecca with the opposite and like dark hair that cascades a little bit past her shoulders.
Yeah, snake oil salesman.
They're both dressed in similar outfits, the blue shirts that you've seen. The blue shirts that you've probably even seen Melody wearing. And they take their seat up at the front of the class.
Wait, hold on. Is Melody part of this crew? Because I swear I saw her wearing one of these blue shirts.
I don't know. It's almost like, is there someone here who has possibly seen Melody and might know this that's also in this class?
Yeah, I mean, Melody, they're friends, I guess. They're all part of Mantra. They invited us to their mixer.
A mixer?
Yeah, to, get to know them and the group and sort of what they're about.
I know your vocabulary might be a little bit stunted, but it's pretty common nowadays for organizations.
What
sorry,
does that
I'm joking.
mean? Is it like you just put a bunch? Is it chili in a pot or something?
No,
what are you mixing?
It's like new people mixing with like the organization. They mix together.
Okay, sure.
Like they mix
Yeah.
and mingle.
No, I got it. I got it. Is it like a dirty thing?
No, I not usually.
Not usually.
I mean, I think you're just describing an orgy is what you're thinking of, probably. And that's
No, I heard there was these parties where you like put your keys into a bowl and then you mix the keys. Then you pick the keys. And then if you find someone else's keys, apparently you sleep with them. I've been watching a lot of movies recently.
Amara is noting this down.
Just two like people clueless.
yes. Samir, they just stare ahead and kind of just like, is that something that would interest you?
No, I'm pretty satisfied with what I got right here.
Samir just smiles. It's good to get a class, where we're alone from mostly the hustle and bustle, even though there's an extra person always around.
Who? I mean, it's just you and me and Amara.
Have you ever heard the phrase, "It takes two to tango"?
I don't think I've ever tangoed, no.
Well, never mind. You're wonderful. Don't worry.
I kind of like lightly rub his thigh. You're wonderful too. Should I say hi to those?
They seem nice enough, and I don't think I'm going to be getting any blast with any sight anytime soon. Just kind of been on a little bit of decline lately, it seems.
Okay. How do I look? Doesn't really matter. I walk up.
They give you that blank stare, like, are you serious?
I give them a huge grin and say, doesn't matter. And I stand up and walk over to one of them. Both of them. Do they
Uh,
sit together? I feel like they
yeah,
sit together.
they sit next to each other. Amara, do you follow Chum? Do you follow him?
I'll stay back with Samir.
Okay. Yeah, do you just go up to them and say hi?
Yeah. Hey, pallies, slip me 5. I like put out my hand.
Sylvester will shake it. Hello. It's I've never met you before. Hello, new friend.
Oh, I haunt the place, you could say.
Oh, okay. Well, good to meet the residents then. I'm Sylvester, and this is Rebecca.
Chandra Singh. Nice to meet you both.
Nice to meet you as well.
Do you go here now?
Yes, we actually just enrolled this semester. Our people just moved into town and a few miles over.
Are you like what are you, bloodsuckers? Moon howlers?
Oh yes, of course. Well, I'm actually Fey being. I guess you could say feeling more mortal now than ever. I haven't really seen the realm in ages. And Rebecca, I'm not really sure what I am, to be perfectly honest with you. She responds. But I got a pretty good grasp of the arts, as it were.
Arts. Oh. Yeah, gotcha.
Exactly. I've heard about you though. Rebecca continues. You're in the therapy club, right?
Yeah, well, we talk about if you didn't know, last semester, some people were murdered by a murderer who ran around murdering people.
Really horrific stuff. I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, as someone who's been murdered himself, I thought it was important to get together and talk about what it's like to experience being slaughtered or being close to being slaughtered, and really unpack all that pain.
Sylvester kind of tucks his chin and nods brown. That's beautiful, That's you have a unique perspective, able to kind of tell that to people, and the fact that you're using your perspective to help other people is honestly very admirable. It's a little bit of kind of how we've been doing, I've been doing with Melody actually. She's your friend, right? She's told me about you.
They and I were very close. Fortunately, actually, not really unfortunately. I had to spend some time away, but I heard some things went off between them and Mercutio, and I was just wondering how she's been.
Well, I can't really speak to Mr. Zayad's apparent dislike of us. I think he just has the wrong attitude in it all, to be perfectly honest. But that's not for me to kind of infer on. But
does he?
Oh, I was gonna say Melody. They're great though. I mean, going through what they had to go through, being exiled from their home. It's not a fun prospect, and I've been there.
Yeah. What exactly does straight up, what are you selling? Huh?
What do you mean? I'm calling
the mothership.
Okay, all right, go ahead and yeah. So that's
first roll.
Yeah, there we go. I actually don't have the I have to go to.
I do. I have it stored. Don't worry about it.
Awesome, thank you.
Oh, look at that. Looky. I rolled an 8. But I have a +2 to cold, so that's a 10.
Awesome. So you choose one from below.
Yes, I do. Do they have any strings?
The only person they would have strings on, I'm gonna say, is they would have a few strings. If it's okay with you, Chantal, I would like to give them some starting strings on Melody, if that's okay. All right, they're gonna each have 2 strings on melody. Yeah, they have strings on melody. But
So my options for calling people on their shit
Mhm.
is they lose a string against someone else, or they choke up, break down, or bail. And I kind of want to, as much as I do want to protect Melody from people who I think are trying to take advantage of them, I will pick they choke up, break down, or bail, and I'll let you choose.
Okay.
Mhm.
So they kind of like the apparent kind of in your face like accusation. Sylvester, because it's the kind of the name of the target that you're aiming for.
Yep.
He kind of like they stammer for a moment. Then they definitely kind of stop and are just like I really don't know what everyone's apprehension about us is. We haven't done anything wrong, and we're just trying to make friends here, okay? That's really it. Look, we've all been through bad times, and we're just trying to make it better by
How?
showing people the light.
What light?
It's just their like, well, being cheesy, just their mantra. You know, it's the light that the world has, the light that naturally exists without all the realms. It's the beauty in things. It's about harnessing that and using it in oneself.
What,
It's the teachings of Father Morrison.
Father Morrison.
Yes.
I look to the empty teacher's desk, and I look back. Well, it was such a pleasure to meet you both. And I pat Sylvester only on the back as I walk back.
Rebecca doesn't like try to stop you, but she just call out to you. You know, instead of just instead of just inferring and getting these ideas in your head about what you think we are, you could just come and see it. We're having a mixer tonight. We have nothing to hide, and I just think it's kind of unfair how we've been treated.
Why not? Sounds like fun. I sit down with Samir. Yeah, snake oil salesman. But I don't think they know what they're selling.
That was a little rough.
Look, I learned this from Ivy. Some people keep hiding and hiding until one day they just lash out. Not gonna let it happen again.
That means that you should lash out first?
I'm just trying to figure out what their deal is. I don't trust new people. I don't trust people right now. Not people like that. Not people who walk in. Look at them. Both of them admitted that they're going through a lot right now. Does that look like it before I kind of talk to them? No, it doesn't. They only share their pain when they want something. I don't trust people like that.
Do you not trust me?
Do you not like them?
How do you know?
We'll have known you for a lot. Well, not a lot, but sometime. And you're not like them. You don't... How do I put it? When I'm sharing something awful that happened to me, I don't expect anything out of it. Because I don't want people to sign up to some secret club. Yeah, I have one, but it doesn't mean that I need... People who say they're helping people instead of people who just talk about what they really do, that genericness tends to hide something. I'm not sitting around here saying I help people. I'm just sitting around here saying I make a space for people to talk. That's it. That's all. I don't pretend like everyone's being... I can't solve problems by myself. They seem to think they can. I don't trust that. I just never do. I never have, I never will. Because back when I was running about fully alive, the kind of people who did that kind of thing, the kind of people who wanted something, always did it because they wanted to wield that power. People don't ask for power for no reason. They use it and they weaponize it, and then they hurt people. And last year, a friend of mine died. Other friends of mine died. I'm going to mark traumatized. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Love that. Love that for me.
Samir's going to reach over and kind of steady you with their arm.
Sorry. I'm just getting worked up. I feel like we had like a perfect time together, and now I'm back here, and I'm just reminded of all the shitty stuff that's happened.
Amaro, Samir goes, I think it'd probably be best if you just infer on your own and make that decision yourself whether you think they're trustworthy or not. Regardless what I don't think, I don't need what they're offering. Because I have my own sense of belonging right here. And he just like kind of pulls Chun next to him, or next to them, a little bit away from you, Amara. Like almost like in a possessive manner. But not overly possessive. Little micro movements.
That's all I'm trying to do too, is figure them out, but I can't do that alone. Like,
no, it's okay, but it just... I lean into Samir. All I'm doing right now is trying to find out information. I don't trust them, but that doesn't mean they can't earn my trust.
will you come to the mixer then? They invited me and everyone. They invited everyone, but I kind of wanted to go.
I look at Samir.
I also look at Samir. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm still not feeling that well. I was kind of hoping we could just relax, but I mean, if you want to go to the mixer, that's perfectly fine. I'm sure Mara needs the help anyway.
I mean, going to a rag without you doesn't seem right.
We're we're different people. It's okay to do different things. You're not.
Yeah, but no one goes to a hop without someone on their arm. That's not.
I don't think it's that kind of mixer. It's okay. We'll still have the formal.
By the way, we're going together, right? We have to be going together. Please tell me we're going together. Oh my God, you don't want to go together?
No. I assumed we already were. I might have already bought tickets, but
you bought tickets?
Yeah. Should I refund them?
I just put one hand on either side of their face and kiss them. No, I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Although you gotta help me pick out a suit. That's not something I can really see that well, or at all.
I mean, that's giving me a lot of power over what you look like.
I mean, we kind of.
Sure, you want that?
It's for one night. What's the worst that could happen? That in itself should be a custom move. When anyone ever says that phrase, bad shit just happens. Someone write it up right now. And I think at that instance, you hear anyway the door kind of creak open, and you see this man, definitely a little bit older, probably in his like early 60s, kind of walk through, and as described before, he's in like normal like kind of dress up, dress clothes with like a shirt, button-down shirt, tie, vest on, and these kind of have this like old like leather duster that he comes in with, and then takes off. Despite him being pretty clean cut in the like clothes department, he's got like this kind of shaggy bit of beard and hair that kind of cascades down about shoulder length. And he sits and he starts writing his name. All right. Class is officially starting. I am Professor Morrison, Donald Morrison, but please call me Professor Morrison.
Does he seem off?
No, he just seems very much by the book. Like he seems like almost like tradition. I guess traditional would be the word. Like he's not like your cool college professor that's gonna have it. Like he's here to do his job, and he is going to teach you something, and he's going to do it the way that he properly thinks he needs to. And that's what he does. Is we kind of fast forward through class a little bit. He begins explaining to you about rituals, and that every bit of ritual is really just 3 things to create a process. It is component plus intent plus movement. And any variety of these 3 things will create different rituals. If you set up a ritual one way, but your intent's just a little bit off, you can end up doing a variety of effects. And he explains to you why he thinks rituals are one of the strongest forms of magic, because you have the ability of basically having unlimited time to put into it, as well as the use of many people within a ritual. And he kind of just goes over a basic overview, of the syllabus and everything, but he does instruct you on some things that he is going to teach you. Some examples of he talks about bindings and locators, and even like astral projection. Yeah, towards the end of class, he'll call on you.
Yeah. So does someone need affinity for something like this prior to doing a ritual, or can anyone do it?
That's a great question. Really good question. Everyone take note of that. You don't necessarily need an attunement or affinity to conduce of any ritual. However, every practitioner of magic has their specialty in fields, and those rituals in those fields will come easier with the intent as well as the performance and components of the ritual than others. A ritual to locate someone that an average student uses might only cover about the span of the school, while someone with an affinity might be able to even get to the town over. Now, we will be going through the variety of rituals as well as basics things that will help you in your day-to-day life. Thank you for the question, Mr. Singh. If our school had a point system, I would truly give you points for that one.
I whispered to Samir and Namara, does the term suck up still apply? Is that still a thing?
Are you making fun of our new teacher?
No, it's just that was laying it on real thick.
Maybe he sees something in you. I don't know about you, but every time I look at that guy, I'm like basically blind, and I mean more so than usual.
Maybe he's just feeling evil.
It's wards. Can't see through
Hmm.
Dude's geared up like he's delving into the abyss.
Which means he doesn't trust anyone here. Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Still.
Can't say I blame him. Also means he's a powerful spellcaster.
Possibly a grifter.
You really got the snake oil salesman thing on you, do you?
Till I know what the lowdown is, I don't trust this guy. Something about him just makes the skin on the back of my neck prickle.
And as the kind of like class ends, he'll tell all of you that he wants to all of you to think of a problem. Think of an issue that's going on with your life, and think of a way that magic can solve it in a way. And bring that back to class, and they'll randomly select one and try to see if they can workshop it. And that'll be the class project for tomorrow. And then he dismisses you. You see he has a cane, and he kind of hobbles on it as he starts to walk out. And Sylvester and Rebecca run over and help him get his books and stuff like that, but he kind of waves them away. And you can hear him say, "I will see you two tonight at the mixer. Hopefully we'll have a decent turnout." And then he starts walking away.
Let's blow. Anyone want lunch? I think that's where we ended.
Yeah, and then on the other side of things, as this class is going on, we have a very, very special class. As we're gonna cut to the next class on the list. Sorry, Isaac. It's gonna be biblical literature, which is kind of a weird class that they offer, but it's a class that Ivy and Melody are both in, as Isaac goes to his own introduction to rituals. But before I do leave, Amara, what is your thoughts on the class? What will you be writing for your problem tomorrow?
I want to know or to remember if there's some way that magic can help me figure out. I mean, I've had these visions of being trapped under ice, of this mirror breaking, and if there's some way to more clearly understand where I'm from or what happened, I want to know that.
Awesome. And Sean, as you're leaving, your thoughts can't help but drift to the assignment. What are you going to write down, if at anything at all?
Sorry, did I totally miss a question asked towards me?
Oh, I asked what would be your assignment, basically like what's your assignment going to be for what are you going to write as your problem to bring in?
Oh, good point. How to get bloodstains out of carpet.
Just something real shitty, and you're just like, fuck it.
There's problems in my life, yeah, but there's nothing big, nothing I want magic specifically to solve. So yeah, let's get some bloodstains out of carpet, just in case.
And just because we're not covering that class for you, Isaac, what would your concept going to be?
I think my concept would be shape up. The question is to verify, because I am kind of trying to remembering, is what problem do I have right now that could be solved with
It's like,
magic?
think of a project problem in your life that you would like magic to solve.
Oh. Trying to find a date for this dance probably would be the first thing in his mind.
Oh.
He's probably thinking, I'm not gonna get picked, so fuck it, I'll just do that. No, I'm not gonna get picked.
Okie dokie. What an interesting concept. Alright then. So yeah, we go to literature class, the biblical literature. And you see in this class, kind of as we get into it, Ivy, you're horrified to realize that the teacher in this class is, of course, your boss, this young little sprout of a child that is still in the same yellow hoodie as they were before and light jacket, and has to kind of sit on telephone books, phone books, which I didn't even think still existed, but they do in this for her, in order to reach to properly see over the desk. And she stares you down as you walk in.
I'm just gonna like just not show my back and then just slowly waddle to the back of the class, finding the tallest person to hide behind.
Are you really going to the back of the class? Really? Seriously?
No, I'm gonna go back to the front of the class.
Excellent. There's like 6 people in this class. So all of you sit in the front. Melody, you sit next to Ivy? Do you have no choice? What do you think happens?
Wait, I have no choice?
Do you sit next to Ivy? Is it willingly, or or does it something that just happens? I don't know. Or do you not sit next to Ivy?
I mean, Melody sits in the front of the class.
Mm-hmm.
So if there is no other seat and Ivy sits next to them, then it's just a... Cool, yeah.
So this class is 6 people. It's Ivy, it's Melody, it's Jaime, who sits on the other, who takes the other side. Actually, no, I think Ivy's all the way, like the very first seat. So she only has one person next to her. So it goes Ivy, Melody, Jaime, Jay, Ty Money, and Hannah.
What's this class?
What? I thought we were learning about, like, Greek mythology and shit. What happened here? Looks, I think they changed the class on us. Man, can I drop this already? Kind of need a grade. Welcome, class. I am your teacher for this, Susan Perrier. Professor Susan Perrier. My friends call me Sue. You are not my
Are we
friends.
friends? Okay.
You may simply call me Professor. Professor Perrier is too long. I don't like it. Just call me Professor. Yes, I understand how I look. But please, as the only rule in this class, you do not bring that up, and we will not have an issue. Is that clear? And she speaks with a voice that is not only demanding, it kind of like shakes you a little bit. And even time when he goes, yes, ma'am.
Yes, boss.
And she shoots you a look like, don't say that. Like,
Yes, ma'am.
Ivy's the worst secret agent ever, let me tell you. And she launches into... She doesn't give a syllabus. She doesn't give a damn. She's like, this is what we're learning about. We're going to have tests. We're going to have quizzes. I'm here as a personal favor. I do not give a shit about failing all y'all if you are terrible at your jobs. So let's try to get through this together. All of us.
Personal favor to who?
The headmaster. The dean. Dean Said.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He did me a favor. No, I do him a favor. It's how these work. And plus, I'm one of the most well-known experts on matters such as these. You might be thinking what my job was before I did this. I work in... And she thinks for a moment. I work in repossession. The repo business, as it were.
repossession of.
Why don't you come up to the front and introduce yourself? We're doing icebreakers. You. She points to you, Melody. Come up first.
Melody stands.
Say your name and give us a fact about yourself.
Melody. I tell the truth.
All right, sit back down. Very good. Next. Points to you, Ivy.
No. Yeah, we're gonna shuffle towards the front.
Come on now, we don't have all day.
Yeah, yes. Ma'am, I am Ivy and I'm a bookworm.
She just kind of glares and goes, that is all. And they go, Time Money tries to give 2 facts about himself, but that is not how it's going to go down. As she quickly puts that down, and then the rest kind of follow in suit. And class is very informative, but also very stiff and awkward. It is like a bad first date. Just like exactly. But stuff you do know, she talks about starting with funny enough at the end rather than the beginning. She launches into this whole thing about biblical revelations and how its context in the world that was written could infer a mythology of today and all that jazz. And kind of the last fact that she ends up with is, and of course, each of these things would be yielded by a person, a prophet as it were, harbinging the end of the world. I can only get, you know what we would call this? That's right, it's what's typically called the Antichrist. Now, normal mortals have elected to believe that this is some sort of mythology, but as you can see throughout other religions, the idea of a world-ending event and progression to that is not totally out of the question.
What do we know about it?
Like, how do we know if somebody's an Antichrist?
You probably don't simply know, you just see the signs. It's not like the specific classification of it, Miss Valencia. It is there's always a harbinger to every apocalyptic event, whether on a small scale or a large scale. And by identifying the symbolism in mythology as it occurs in the magical affairs of our world, you will be able to understand how it works in yours.
So, what exactly are harbingers of the end of the world?
Harbingers of the apocalypse, harbingers of catastrophe, harbingers of disasters.
What do they look like?
We don't
know. What are the signs we look for? You said there were signs.
Usually 3 criteria. We do a lot of things in 3s in this class. Usually they come out of nowhere. Usually they don't know what they're doing. And 3rd, usually they just look fucking... You just get a spooky vibe from them. Sorry. No language. She says it in a much squeakier voice than I have, but I'm not going to do it. I refuse to. Just stop asking me. It's okay. Harbinger. See, that just doesn't work as well. I can't. I don't have the voice for it. I'm sorry.
Harbinger.
It's a harbinger.
Dead.
And she has proper pronunciation. I don't have time to bring on the Voice Mod Pro and kick that up for a bit, but no.
So what happens if we see them? What do we do?
Yeah, exactly. She takes a pencil and slams it into the desk.
we take a pencil and slam it into the desk. That doesn't seem very
No,
helpful.
you stop the Harbinger and you avert the apocalypse or whatever disaster, whether it be a creature, person. In fact, there is a special division of our world, of the supernatural world, that is identifying in these Harbingers and of removing them and the disaster they prove. Look,
Who are they?
well, the people that protect this realm, or better yet, protect it from other realms, they're known as the Oldest House. Yes, we have. You might have heard of it. They have spoofed their own media within movies and video games. You might know them as the Men in Black. There was a game about it called the Control Bureau or something like that. Stuff to throw up, but they don't operate by any mortal, non-supernatural government, as it were. They are just a organization that's been around since time itself and govern the realms. Even the Fey
Good to
realm.
know. Even the Fey realm.
Of course, it is a realm like any other. But their allegiance is to the realm of mortals, as they do not enjoy many of the benefits that these other realms provide. Time Money raises his hand. So, where were y'all last semester? Did it happen? No. That's because we did our job. I think that's enough. Class is missed. I'm getting tired. I don't care that's 20 minutes early. And everyone starts to pack up and leave.
Mm-hmm.
The moment she's out of the room, I'm just gonna be slumping on my table and go like, she's so scary.
She's not. She's just straightforward.
Yeah.
And she tells the truth.
That's true. Hey, Melody. Listen, I would like to first apologize for my actions during the, meeting your new group of friends. I think that was uncalled for, and I may have judged them too early.
Why are you apologizing?
Because I feel bad. Because I still see you as my friend, Melody, and I guess because of what happened last semester, I'm still trying to work through all that's happened. And I guess seeing you with new friends, it kind of made me a bit jealous and sad. It's very uncalled for, and I'm sorry about it. Yeah.
You left to go and learn what you needed to learn.
Yeah. So that I don't become a threat to anybody else in this school, and I can at least have some semblance of normalcy before, untrained beings apparently are a danger.
Well, you've managed to not kill anyone. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Training's still there.
And you probably wouldn't be back unless they thought you were not an immediate danger to people.
You're right. Yeah.
So maybe your training's doing well. I would like to make Ivy feel beautiful.
You do have that move. Whenever I play Monster, no one ever takes the growing up move. They're like, I'm gonna change my skin. I'm gonna rewrite my sex move. I'm gonna be fucking cool.
I'd like to make Ivy feel beautiful. If I can, no, I don't make Ivy feel beautiful. But you know what?
It's so awkward.
I still said nice things. It was a 5.
Oh no. Plus you're hot. Do you have a 2 hot?
Oh,
Or
plus
no?
my hot.
What?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's a 7 then.
Okay, I don't have that rule on me. Can you read the rule for the class?
I can. When you make others feel beautiful, roll with hot. On a 10 up, choose 2 from below. I didn't get that. On a 7 to 9, you can tempt them to do what you want as if you'd just spent a string.
So what are you asking of Ivy specifically, just so? What are you tempting them?
What I will say is you're learning a lot. I'm trying to learn a lot. Why don't you come to the mixer and just have a look?
You can have
See what you think.
experience.
You don't have to come back. It's just give it a go.
I guess, yeah. Maybe I'll learn something good about new things. I mean, I haven't really experienced much, and maybe those two people would prove me wrong about my initial impression of them.
Maybe. Hope so. Think so.
Cool. Ivy, you can take a point of experience. All about
Oh,
that
boy.
free XP.
Gotta love free XPs.
Gotta love it. And due to I don't think anyone has everyone doesn't has the same lunch, I think now. Do they really? Wait, do they? Oh no. Okay, no. Okay. So this happens while everyone else's lunch is going on. As we roll in for the next class, you have 20 minutes. Each of you can do your own thing. Are you just gonna wait around and just like chill out before your next class, or do you have anything specific the two of you want to do? Or alone, regardless.
Melody would head to the theater early because Melody likes the theater.
Mm-hmm. Ivy, you also have theater.
I'll head there early too because I had the talk with Amara about the big mirror, and I kind of want to see what's all about.
All right, so we're just gonna go right into theater class, which is awesome because the one class of the day, the one class that everyone has together. We didn't have that last season because our characters hated each other. But now,
we did. Class of Magical Practitioning.
Boom, exactly. I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
This is why I'm here. I'm just here
There you
to
go.
remind people what happened.
It was a long 10 weeks. Yes, bust the himbo for himboing. For sure. Yeah, we roll into theater. And it is Oh, this music, it's just a drab. We need something fun, something great. Let's go with this one. As you kind of enter the theater, the big kind of old rustic edition that they have their wing, you see the head of the theater department, Professor Thoreau, who they're just, hanging about, dressed in some sort of like odd like clothing that you're not sure what it is exactly. It's like a shawl with like colors and patterns everywhere. And definitely is like complex, but it goes pretty well with their kind of long, kind of purplish blue hair. Oh, and it's a beautiful day as everyone's kind of getting and ushering in. And you have a few minutes before class, and Professor Thoreau is just kind of tidying up everything. And you're all here. All 6 of you, or all 5 of you. And you just kind of walk in. Isaac, we haven't heard from you today. How are you feeling?
I've been all right. I mean, I've been just it's class, especially since the week's been going on. I've just been focusing on class and stuff. I haven't gotten a chance to go to Battelle because I'm still trying to figure out my schedule.
Got a date yet?
No. No. I kind of keep adding stuff to my schedule to forget that I don't have a date, and somehow it always finds its way back in my brain.
Someone just walks up at this exact moment and says, Isaac, you got a date?
Yeah, honestly, it's you know what? Time money's in this class too, because I love time money. I am so excited for the theater. I can't wait to see what play I am. I got real leading man for energy, Isaac? Maybe are you trying out too?
Nah, I'm not really a whole like I can probably be like a stagehand, or if they need somebody in the pit orchestra, I can do that as well.
Isaac, you'd be great. Look at it. We get Hamlet, you could be the uncle. We do Shakespeare, you could be Paris. Romeo and Juliet. I'm trying to think of other villains that would work well. Maybe we'll do Robin Hood and you can be the sheriff.
Why do I have to be the villain?
I'm just saying you give off that energy, bro.
I don't do that anymore. What do you mean energy?
It's only been 3 weeks.
It's been more than 3 weeks.
It's gonna take longer for people to forget, man.
I go in between them, put one arm around each of them. Hey boys, what's up?
Hey, John, I hadn't seen you since last season, dude. I mean, in the club as well.
Season?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm not aware of the fourth wall or anything.
What's a season? Oh, like the weather.
Yeah, I'm time money. Nice to meet you.
You know who I am. I know who you are.
Yeah.
And who is this? I'll talk to the bricks up here. So when do you wear flannel?
I enjoy it. I'm trying something new.
He's a lumberjack now.
That
Lumberjack.
You jack lumber?
No, I lift weights, if that's what you mean. Yes.
Don't we all?
No.
Okay, don't blow your wig. I'm not used to this, okay? You're like 3 weeks and suddenly you're a different person?
Well, I don't really have to, be top dog, whatever, of the school.
To be fair, it did also come off the back of like a very traumatizing experience for everyone.
Yeah.
Adam game. Time Money doesn't say that. Time Money's like,
Good point, Time Money. You've been listening.
But as the Mercutio does walk up and is like leading man, I think that's gonna be my my purview. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I mean his name is literally Mercutio. I mean,
wait, what? Okay, what's the play?
I don't know. Does anybody actually know what play we're actually doing?
I don't think we'll know. I don't think we'll know until we start. To be honest, you know who would know the play? Arden.
It's all right, buddy. I can just pat him on the back. It's all right.
I mean, it's It's not all right. What happened to Arden isn't all right. What happened to everyone isn't all right.
What happened to Arden was a tragedy, but you know, what are you gonna do? What happened happened.
He's right. We gotta
Yeah.
move on. We gotta try to enjoy the day. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to get up.
Ah,
No,
What's wrong?
don't.
I was in my fifis.
Look. Hiding what happened to you, or what happened to all of us. We went through a lot. Okay, we were allowed to experience that. We're allowed to cry about it, and then we can move on. I'm gonna share my pain. Look at me using 2 grown-up moves in a row.
There you go.
Roll with dark. I shit you not. That's another 8, so that's a 10 because I've got a +2 to dark. I'm getting no XP this season. Okay, so I'm gonna remove the condition traumatized from myself, and because Time Money and Isaac, and I think Melody are the ones helping me through this in this moment. However we choose to play it, they gain an XP because that's how the ghost move works. But also, wait, there's more. We love it when things synergize. I can also remove a condition from someone who listened. So, if anyone's got any conditions, tell me now. Take +1 forward to helping myself, or those who listen take +1 forward to helping me.
Doesn't Isaac have a condition? Or am I?
Am I gonna gain condition from this? Because he is being kind and accepting towards me. So what that means, I can gain the condition hopeful.
Yeah, I think you'll gain hopeful here, but you wouldn't want to. You wouldn't want to remove hope. I don't think you would want to remove hope.
No, not to remove it, just to put it on.
Yeah.
Does Melody have any? It makes it sound like you're putting on an outfit. Does Melody have any conditions? Time Money?
Time Money.
Okay.
Time Money's looking. Time Money does not see any conditions on Melody or Ivy. Ivy's got aggressive. You can heal that if you.
Is Ivy listening to this to what I just said?
Yeah, well, she's just like at the corner of the room, like
Yeah, she's.
you know the kind of look that she's giving. You know, you give a look at the person you want to talk to, but you don't know how to approach, or you're just there awkwardly standing because you're surrounded.
Ivy's doing
people.
the season 1 Isaac move right now.
I think listening does require some activity, so I'll do this. I'll trade you this. Either I'm going to take a +1 forward to helping myself to do whatever I want, or I will remove your condition, Ivy, if you get involved in the conversation.
Oh.
Keep things feral, right? Come on down. Coming down to the feral party.
All right. All right, I'm gonna go down there. You're not gonna like this. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, Sean. If
Huh.
you do have time later, I would love to talk to you about something. I think that we should talk about.
Something. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I already have a date. Samir.
No, not a date. Jesus, how many people know?
Isaac, what? Why are you trying to?
He was just asking me out on it.
I wasn't
On a
asking
friend
him
thing.
out. Why does everybody know this?
What? Why are you?
Oh, looks like you were too late there, Ivy. The time when he says he's like, I understand everything now.
What?
Time.
I'm
You're just jealous that
confused.
I get all the cute guys.
That's
And also the cute non-guys. Just everyone, honestly. When did I become the popular kid?
You think Isaac is cute?
I'm not.
Amara, go ahead and roll me a shutdown because you might not notice that's a shutdown, but that's like the reaction.
Is it a shutdown for
Is that
Isaac?
towards me?
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, I rolled a 7, but I believe I have -1 cold, so that is a 6.
Arc XP? I look at like I kind of like tilt my entire head just to stare at Isaac for a second. Pretty decent. Filling out the flannel well.
Time Money
thank
walks
you.
as the hard move. Time Money kind of scoots over to Amara. Oh well, Amara, who do you think the cutest person here is then?
Who do you think is cutest?
I asked you
think,
first. That's how this game works.
Okay. I I don't know. I mean, everyone likes
Amara,
Ivy, right?
what?
So is it
What?
Ivy?
No!
Oh, another one fallen to the slains of the angry goddess. Oof. Well, sorry about that.
Why?
That tree.
I'm just. What?
Where is the professor when you need them?
It's
Jesus.
okay, Ivy. I could help you out right now if you want.
About what?
There you go. You don't have to worry about these people asking you on a date because the Thai money will go with you to formals or formal, but only as Thai friends.
I laugh and I try to cover it up, and it doesn't work very well. Sorry, that was just smooth like PB.
And
Ty,
and Thai money like looks at you, Ivy, please. Yanni won't leave me alone. Please, I don't want to go with her. She scares me.
Listen, Ty.
Oh no.
Why am I rejected so every goddamn time? I'm Thai scared. I'm in Thai fear right now.
I think there are more people who are better suited
You
to
can
you
send
than I
mixed
am.
messages.
Yeah, I mean, you've got everything doing great for you, and you're.
Go roll a turn though. I'll just use your fucking move. God damn it.
every word out of her mouth is recognized.
That's a what?
That's well.
12.
Get a string on
12
time
chat.
money.
I can't.
Get a string on time money. Time money goes.
Get a string.
Yeah. I'll leave you alone then.
Look,
Melody,
you-
last chance.
Oh dear God.
Mercutio's like,
Ty-
I'm standing right
Ty-
here.
You can't
Last
just
chance
go
for
around-
what?
Winter formal. Me, you, little tux, little dancing.
Melody turns to Mercutio. Are you only supposed to go with one person?
Generally, yes.
Sorry, Ty Money, I can't.
Time money. Tie strikes 1. Tie strikes 2.
Okay, I'm just gonna wrap my arm around Time Money again and then take him. Maybe like, have you considered Hannah or Lucida or Jay? Just anyone else,
Aya.
and maybe
I'll just-
wait like a good hour.
I guess me and my
Or
brother.
Amara.
Me and my brother will take
Amara.
each other as usual. I guess.
Oh yeah,
You-
maybe you just get a bunch of homies and you kind of go together. You know.
I think
like,
Reese
you-
has
That's
a
just
date.
sad. That's.
It's not
so
sad.
It's okay. You can join their sad party, Isaac.
Ivy, do you really
Who are-
have to?
Who are you taking, huh, Ivy? Who are you taking?
No one,
Myself.
because Ivy's probably not going. Exactly.
So why is it okay for you to go by yourself, but yet when we go as homies with a bunch, we just go? How is that? What's the difference? What makes it sad?
I like time.
seriously, you already rejected the guy. Do you really need to tear them down even more? And I'm gonna call Ivy on her shit.
I just think it's funny that like Tom Money's like looking at a Mercutio as you're rolling and going, "Come on, man, we can just go as homies, me and you. You know, just don't worry." But I already have a date. What are you talking about?
It's a 9. It's a 9 this time.
Uh-oh.
I'm slowly losing my 10s.
Mhm.
7 to 9, choose one from below, but I come across poorly, and I get a condition from Ivy. So, Ivy, do you lose a string against... Who do you have strings on?
I have
Time Money.
strings on Time Money and Isaac.
You lose a string on Time Money. Sorry.
All right.
And you can give me a condition.
I'll give you a condition. Judgmental.
Damn. I accidentally put it all in caps just now. That's how much I feel about it.
Well, I don't know, Chan. What do you wish I do?
Honestly,
I'll
I kind of
combo
wish
that
you...
with Icebreaker.
Damn it, what are you doing to me? Oh, honestly, I kind of want you to leave everyone else alone.
Even you.
Yeah, even me. I think this one's a shutdown. I think that's a shutdown.
Yeah. How the turn tables.
I keep doing this to people. That's a 10.
Yeah, go ahead and what do you want to take off? You can gain a string on them because Ivy doesn't have a string on you.
I already have 2 strings on Ivy. And I don't... I'm going to give Ivy a condition. Cruel.
Aggressive and cruel. Let's go.
Hey, that's
you lost aggressive.
Aggressive
Did
is
listen.
fun.
Oh.
And I gained a string on you because when I help people get rid of their conditions, I gain a string.
Money's like, let's just all be friends here. Come on, it's all good. I was just making jokes. I'll have a date. It's fine.
Hey.
I'm just gonna ask one of the mantra girls probably.
No,
Or
no,
guys.
come on, Ty.
I don't think that's a wise
What?
decision.
We're going to the mixture night. It's gonna be cool. Isaac, you're coming too, right? Chuck?
Yes, but I don't really.
You're going?
This is more of like an investigative thing.
I'm trying to get Reese to go, but he's just being a Thai piece of shit, if you know what I mean.
He's
No.
being Thai shitty.
Yeah.
Okay, this has officially progressed beyond my understanding of the English language. Professor Thoreau, are we ready?
Please.
God.
As Professor Thoreau goes, yes, we were ready 5 minutes ago, but I was really enjoying your conversation.
Oh my god.
And kind of the last thing that gets like said is that Mercutio actually goes up to you, Ivy, and kind of like whispering passing your ear. You know, if you wanted to shut them up, you could always just take Kaya. Go as friends.
That's always been the plan.
Are you okay?
No. But I have to toughen up. That's...
Well, if you want to see how us skirmish people burn off steam, because you're kind of on the team from last year, you just hit me up after that mixture night. I swear it's nothing funny. We have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it.
All right.
I've got to blow off some steam.
And he kind of
that's
like
for
claps
sure.
you on the shoulder, doing like that bro thing.
He's just awkwardly like, okay, bye. Wait, why am I saying bye? You're in the same place. I'm just gonna sit down somewhere.
So I'm sure everyone's wanting to know, Professor Thoreau starts, what the play is going to be. Dramatics, please. We will be doing, because of the recent additions to the school and everything else, I think it would, in order to promote prosperity of will between the two realms of our class, as it was suggested by Miss Primrose, who you realize is also in the class, we're going to be doing the very, very famous Shakespeare play, A Midsummer's Night Dream.
That was old when I was a kid.
And it's still timeless even today.
Clap, 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 clap.
What were you expecting?
I mean, I don't know, like The Tempest?
Fan of the Opera, Wicked,
Wicked.
Hamilton.
Oklahoma.
Can we do Fan of the Opera time when he says?
Yeah, Fan of the Opera sounds better.
Wait, musicals? That's a thing, right?
Phantom of the Opera is there. Something like that.
All right.
Or we could write our own play.
Raise your hand if you would like to do Fan of the Opera.
I don't know what that is.
We have the script.
Just raise your hand. Just raise your hand. Just raise your hand. Peer pressure. There we go.
And like suddenly everyone else goes in. It's like, well, Miss Primrose, it looks like you've been beaten out, and we will be instead doing Fan of the Opera instead. Okay. And she
Does
just
that mean we have to
She fake smiles.
Does that mean we have to sing?
Of course.
Oh no.
So of course we
What
will need
about the people who doesn't know how to sing?
Well, we'll just have to do extra practices for them. Now. I'm sure we have already decided who wants to be who, right?
Wait, we're deciding now?
I've been doing tryouts. Well, tryouts will be in a week. Go ahead and tell me who you want it to be. Think about it, and then come try out the part.
Can we opt out of the musical part and work in either the stage or pit orchestra?
You suggested Phantom of the Opera. You're auditioning for the damn musical.
I'm more of a musician.
I'm a
at heart
muse.
rather
I
than-
have magic. We don't need a stage crew. I am the stage crew.
Oh,
And she like snaps her fingers, and it's almost like the Sorcerer's Apprentice with the walking brooms, except it's just the walking equipment, and it's slowly starting to like the stage is slowly starting to clean itself up.
Yeah, but do you know how to orchestrate an entire orchestra piece? You know, that's something that, you know, that it's very hard to do. And
also,
And then the orchestra
Wow.
starts to rise up, and there's the music just playing themselves.
she's even got the
Oh.
guitar.
also, I think we already know. Like, do we still need to audition? I think we already know who's taking the part of the leads, and you know.
Do we? Who? Yeah, Miss Valente. Who do you think is the Phantom then?
I mean, Mercutio and Melody will usually like. I mean,
But isn't it about everyone sort of fighting over one girl? So that should be
Excellent. Let reality mimic art. Indeed. Miss Valencia, will you be our Christine
Oh
Daae?
no. No.
can I say no?
I gotta see this.
No.
I gotta see this. I'm good with that, Teach.
Shut up, Isaac. No, can I say that I'm sick on that day?
No, it's okay. Then I will put you down. I fully expect you for full marks to come and audition then. And then who will play the Phantom? Yes, who could be the Phantom? But in fact,
No.
a literal Phantom.
Christ.
And he just like they just lock eyes at you.
I'm loving this cast so far. I think this is gonna be the best play this school has been put on. I'm loving it.
Of course, that would leave Miss Melody. We need the amazingness of someone of a range such as yourself to play the magnificent Carlotta.
Sorry.
This is my nightmare.
Isaac, why are you laughing? For
No,
you shall be her Don Piangi.
Come on. Do I look like a Mario to you?
I don't even know what this musical is, and apparently I'm the lead. I'm the title character.
I get
can't
stabbed at the
sing.
end.
Honestly, that fits for you. That makes sense.
What?
And of
Isaac,
course,
no offense, but after last semester, no one exactly likes you. I mean, we're trying, but you know, you make
So
it.
I'm supposed to get stabbed? Is that gonna make you all feel better?
First of all, he doesn't get stabbed; he gets hung. Totally
It's
different.
worse. I don't think we
better.
should be hanging any people. I think we're still kind of fresh in our minds from last semester.
Also fresh from our minds from just life, or lack thereof. Can we go with a stabbing instead? Or, you know,
I mean, he's already have a sword ready. He's got the prop ready and everything.
perfect. Let's stab Isaac.
Oh my god.
John, are you okay?
I looked up I used it, and I hold up like a cell phone. I used the phone, and apparently this thing was made in 1986, and I have no idea what it is. All I know is that apparently I'm a big character, and I have to sing.
You're like a psychopath, pretty much. That is great at art, great at like playwriting, and also great at hanging and killing people.
That just leaves the part of Raul.
I'm Yana? I'm Yane?
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm
pretty
Yone?
much, yeah.
Sorry. I'm Yone?
Yeah, he's like a grown version of Yanni, and like half his face is like kind of like, you know.
The part Raul
Guys.
should go to someone who is, of course, smaller than our Phantom, but still more deeply rooted in mystery.
Oh, no.
Excellent. It shall be. Mercutio stands up and is like looking proud. Amara.
I
just
don't
said that
think
out loud.
I'm not rooted in any mystery. I'm here. Open
Yeah, you
book.
are. You're the new girl.
There are so many new people. What about Rebecca or Sylvester?
But you're perfect.
We're fine
Come
being backup
on.
choir.
It'll be fun.
Teach, isn't it supposed to be backwards that it's the Phantom that's mysterious and Raul isn't? Because, you know, Christine knows Raul and she doesn't know the Phantom. Isn't that supposed to be the other way around?
Wait, Ivy, do you want me to be like pining for you? Is that why you want me to play?
No, I
Raul?
mean, no. I was thinking that it'll be fun for us to like practice together, but not that the role. Like I miss it.
Oh,
Why didn't we go with
with
Midsummer Nights?
Why can't we just pick Hamilton or something? That's even better.
You might
What
be
is
wondering
Hamilton?
why have
my
the obvious
God, dude, we really
NPCs been casted in it? Because this is a game about our PCs, and goddamn, they'll take every principal cast until I'm done. And they just like quickly assign the rest of them. They tell you that the two managers will be played by Rebecca and Sylvester. They'll be Andre and Fearman, and everyone else has kind of given up. I honestly can't think of the rest of them right now. They're doing the Android Lord Weber's version of it, though. So.
Mercutio, you shall play background tree number 2.
Yeah, essentially.
I cannot wait for the masquerade number and see how that turns out.
Fun fact at home, everyone. I was actually in my high school play of Phantom of the Opera.
Who were you?
I was Andre. That near and dear to my heart, that role. But yeah, they kind of divvy up the roles and everything. Mercutio gets the part of the Persian, the mysterious guy that's connected to the Phantom and all that, and they kind of just start divvying it up things. All right, this is perfect. This will be an amazing time. Go ahead, go home, study it. Don't watch the movie. They don't sing it properly there. They sing it an octave lower than it should be. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but Nick's high school music teacher told him that, and that's always stuck with me to this day. And you have yourselves great, and keep the drama flowing. It'll be excellent for the play and the stage.
Oh, don't worry about that.
And yeah, class passes. And you're kind of like, do you all kind of hang out after class, or what do you do in the kind of break time leading up?
Melody will take Chand aside.
Hi.
Hi. Are you okay?
No. No, I'm not.
You've been a bit cruel.
Ivy killed my friend. I don't need to be okay with that. And now Isaac apparently just wrote me into a musical that he doesn't even want to be in. I don't know. It just feels like after one hell of a week, I had 3 weeks of being with Samir and relaxing and being okay with things, and now I'm thrust into school drama and Ivy
School
again.
drama.
Yeah, I know we're supposed to want school drama because, you know, it's a good separation, but
I meant school drama and school drama.
oh that, yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah.
We have
How are you
class.
doing?
We have.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
You're looking a little blue.
The clothes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you been hanging out with those blue shirts?
Mantra?
Yeah.
Yes.
How do you feel about them?
Good. They're nice.
Are they, or do they want anything out of you? Have they asked for anything?
No.
Because I know that you've been going through like a lot, considering, you know, being a blocked off from the home dimension and all. But they seem to have popped out of nowhere, and yet now are everywhere.
I don't understand.
No, I mean they like, no one had heard about them, and then suddenly they're in the school, and one of them's a professor, and the other two are students, and you're a part of them in what, the span of a few weeks. That doesn't worry you?
Do we not get new students? Amara came out of nowhere.
Yeah, Mars one person. There's a difference between one person and, like a literal tide of them.
Is 3 a tide?
Melody, I'm worried that I'm worried about them, and therefore I'm worried about you. Because you're my friend, and I don't want bad things to happen to you.
I'm glad you don't want bad things to happen to me. Nothing bad has happened to me.
No, I don't
Not
mean
since.
like Have you talked about it to anyone?
Talked about what?
Your feelings concerning not being able to go back home.
I've spoken to Mantra about it a little bit.
Have you talked to like a therapist or to school guidance counselor?
The school doesn't want me to talk about it.
Well, I mean,
can't go home because the school doesn't want me to talk about it, and I refuse to lie about it.
yeah, I haven't met the new Fate Ambassador or whatever they're calling themselves, but I don't like that much either. To be fair, I don't like the dean right now. Some of us get together
If I
and
hadn't
we
met
just...
Mantra, I would have left. I wouldn't have stayed.
You mean left the school?
Yes.
They convinced you to stay here. Did they say why?
Sylvester is Fae, and Sylvester was also exiled.
Yeah, I got as much.
So there aren't many people who understand what that feels like.
Okay. Well, I don't have the same perspective because I don't share your experience. But if there's any ever time you want to talk about it with an old friend, not, I guess I kind of am an old friend. I'm getting used to the whole I'm older than everyone else thing, and it's feeling weird.
I don't
But
know
if
how
you-
much older you are than me, though.
Yeah, that's the weird thing, right? People have a very strange perspective on age.
Mm.
But anyway, if you ever want to talk about it with an old friend and not, an organization, just like one-to-one, my room's always open. Or if you ever want to go out, I still haven't figured out the whole eating thing, but I can change clothes now, so that's cool.
I notice. Congratulations.
Yeah. Samir bought it for me. I think it's because it's the same type of shirt I normally wear, just in a different color. Which is pretty nice of him. Of them. They're it's weird. Sometimes I feel more alive than I used to. I guess it's because I'm around someone who makes me feel not invisible. Or maybe it's just the whole amount of processing I've done since everything happened. Just be careful.
Are you ever going to actually talk to Ivy again? Properly?
Every single time I look at her, I see Arden's dead face.
Imagine we
Just
swing
be
the
glad that it wasn't. Just be glad it wasn't your boyfriend's dead face.
I don't have a boyfriend, I have a partner. And I don't know what the hell you're talking
Then just
about.
be glad that it wasn't Samir's dead face. Because did you even bother to ask me what happened? Or ask me if I was okay? You just literally just labeled me as the murderer right then and there.
You
Without knowing what
walked
happened. And
away.
for some,
You pretended like you had bigger, more important things to do than talk to your friend, and you walked away. And I had a dead body and a...
because what am I supposed to do? It's the first time I just did that. It's the first time I've experienced death, aside from I haven't even seen Yoni's dead body. It's the first time I've seen a dead body, and it's by my hands. If I stop walking right then and there, I would break.
So break. There's nothing wrong with breaking. Everyone's done it. Don't lock it up and put it away as if it doesn't matter. God, Ivy, I don't even recognize you right now.
I wish you told me that then and there. I saved Samir because Arden was trying to kill him. And all I got from you is hatred. And I don't...
Arden wouldn't
I don't
do that.
deserve this. You weren't there.
No, but I knew Arden. Arden would not kill Samir. He knew how important Samir was to me.
You weren't there.
And maybe you just didn't listen to a person who had different opinions than you, and instead you struck
Arden
them
was
down like it didn't
going
matter.
straight for Samir. And I warned him to stop. I warned him to stay away because I was getting Samir back to you. But Arden just kept going. There was literal murder in his eyes. You weren't there.
Ivy, I don't know if you're lying to me or lying to yourself.
Ask Samir that.
But it needs to stop.
Ask Samir that.
I believe Samir was knocked out, right?
No, he was there. He was...
Samir's kind of cohesive during all of it, but Samir's sight was also kind of wonky, so they're not entirely sure. But you never know.
They didn't see anything.
Of course they cannot see anything.
So how would they know? All I've got is your word and what I know. And frankly, Ivy, if this was all some sort of weird misunderstanding, you would have talked to me about it. But you ran off.
How?
People send letters.
How? I cannot send letters from where I was dragged into. I was forced to. I had to go through training just so I don't hurt anybody else in this place so I can go back to school. I have not heard from anybody at all. And none of you bothered searching for me either.
I did look for you. I wanted to give you a piece of my mind. I did look for you, and you were gone. And all I could think about is how... You told me you were my friend.
I still count you as my friend, Neil, or I guess your name is Chan now. I was told that I was a threat until I get my powers in check, so we don't have another incident in the school, and that's the I had to go through all the hard training just so I can go back to school. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. I would be stuck down there.
If you're really sorry about all this, then maybe we can talk about it. Because I am sorry too about how I handled things, but I'm hurt, Ivy. I'm hurt. And I'm scared. And I'm still mourning
I'm
Arden.
sorry. I'm
I am
sorry.
too.
But things have happened. And now I'm
Wearing
not
leather?
the same person. Yeah, it's sort of a uniform now. My new job. Yeah, a lot of things have happened.
God, why is everyone suddenly part of some new crowd? I feel like I left for a couple weeks and suddenly everyone's a different person.
Well, you left. You left before Yoni was.
I was still in the school. I was just taking care of my partner who was blind and scared and needed help.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry that I have to prioritize someone who's important to me, but there are very few
It's not the
people that
world.
important to me. I figured you two would handle it. Well, I figured you two and Isaac would handle it. And I really just did not want
You
to
know,
interact
it's
with
really
you.
strange that I got exiled from my realm because I helped to save yours.
No,
I'd
you
like
got
to all shut
exiled.
down, and then I would like to leave.
Please do.
Run away.
Oh, no, shut down. I would
Oh,
like to shut
okay.
Neil down.
Okay, sorry. I
Oh,
thought you
shut
were.
Chun down. And I verily did. I rolled a 10 on the dice.
You have a -1 to
Does
cold.
Chun have any conditions?
Nope.
Present? No. Okay.
Judgmental.
So I haven't judgmental. So I'm
But
going to use that and get myself an extra one, because otherwise Melody has a 9 instead of a 10. So that is a 10.
Damn it.
I'm going to give the condition betrayer.
All right, betrayer.
Yep. Written it down. And I suppose Melody's walking away.
Mm-hmm.
The both
If I
of
was-
us almost died there, Chan. I barely skirted death myself.
Ivy, if it was one of your parents, what would you have done? Because I've seen Melody with Mercutio. I see exactly how they've reacted when Mercutio was the one in danger, but I'm the one who's selfish when it happens to my partner. It's just typical. Everyone expects the world out of me.
I did not say that you were selfish. I was just stating what happened back then and why Melody is reacting like that.
You're suddenly wearing leather. Melody's wearing blue, and God, Isaac's wearing flannel. Do you understand how weird that is? How weird everything is right now?
Isaac's fine. It's weird, but it's a good kind of weird. Everything's changing, but in a good way. I mean, look, You got Amara. You're doing great. You've got Samir. He's safe.
They're safe.
They're safe, sorry.
It's fine. Just because
All we can do is process the pain that was last semester and move on. You can't get stuck in the past, Chand.
I am the past.
I know. But now you're in the present. Look around you. You even got a phone now. And you look more alive than I've ever seen before. That's You're changing too.
It's Arden's phone.
Oh.
I buried her beside the old tree. Whatever happened, he was your friend too.
I know. I should visit Arden's grave later.
Isaac, you and Mara as well have been kind of also watching this from the fringes. Do you just keep watching? Is there anything you're specifically both of you trying to do?
I think I'm just watching. I was gonna interject, but I feel like it's better for me to just watch and observe.
Isaac, practicing patience. Changed man
What?
indeed.
Sus.
That's sus. He's the imposter.
Yeah, same. I think there's a point where Amara like leaned over to Time Money and was like, "Is this healthy conflict resolution or?"
Trust me,
But
this has been building up for a while. This is like two people just letting everything out they should have let out weeks ago.
okay, so we should stay back then.
Yeah, I think we need to stay back.
We should probably leave.
Yeah, you guys do that. I'll catch up in a second.
Come on, Amara. I'll show you some of the cooler spots of this place. You have lunch yet?
Oh, no, I haven't. But hey, have you seen? Ivy mentioned a mirror.
I think there's an old mirror in the drama department. Why?
I just I was looking for it for normal reasons.
I think I know where it is. If you, I mean, I think if Time Money, if you know a little bit, and I don't know a little bit, I think we can kind of narrow it down.
Yeah. Arden talked about the mirror sometimes.
Yeah, and then I think I heard a bit from Ivy for when whole school thing was going on last semester.
Let's skedaddle out of here and let them finish this. And they the three of you all just kind of leave, leaving only Ivy and Chun left.
You wanna grab a snack before biology?
Yeah, that would be great. The usual? I don't know if it's still open, but
I mean, I can't eat anyway. What does it matter?
you can still
Don't say wash. That's just creepy.
enjoy the act.
I just like sitting
Have you
beside
tried?
someone while someone's enjoying their food.
Have you tried eating?
I did. Just it's weird. I couldn't lift up the fork, and then I lifted up the fork, and then I couldn't spear anything with the fork. And do you know what food was like back then?
No.
It wasn't good. It really wasn't good.
What was it like?
Well, there was this thing called a slug burger, and you would mix ground beef with like a lot of bread, a lot of wet bread, to make something resembling a patty, and then you'd eat that with like nothing on the side. We didn't have much
Sounds
money.
horrifying.
Yeah, you can see why I'm a bit jealous.
Yeah, I wish I could try it. I mean, the yogurt place, the one that I just saw open, looks really nice.
That sounds good. Yogurt sounds good. Did you have a car now?
No,
Do you think the new job
I'm
would come with a car?
no, I didn't get that. I'm still on probation, and my boss is a really scary woman.
Who is she?
Um,
You just get the image of your head of the little girl going.
she's a very scary woman, and apparently I'm not allowed to say.
I'd like to roll with Dark. To gaze into the abyss.
Okay, yeah. What's the question you're asking?
Who is this woman? And that's a 5, and another 5 plus 2 is 12.
It's 12. Oh
So,
no.
as you gaze into the old abyss, you find yourself seeing the image of Professor Superior. Susan Superior. Superior?
Superior.
The Superior? Ivy Superior? It all makes sense now. What a clever ruse. And you see the young girl, and you see like light kind of being cast at her, and you see her shadow. But her shadow is much bigger and like also kind of monstrous at the same time. Either like you can notice something as like you can see her walking around the room. And as she walks around the room, the little floors kind of creak from her stepping on them. Like there's a lot more weight putting on there than should be physically possible for this little girl. And then she kind of stares and looks directly at you. What are you doing spying on me? Yeah, I'm
What are you
talking to
doing
you.
bossing? What are you doing bossing Ivy around?
Keeping everything under control. How do
Where
you have
is she right now?
this? It's just all black around. It's the abyss. That's what you're gazing into.
Yeah. Ivy's my friend. I don't want to see her hurt. And I don't know what you are, but you're not a little girl.
That's for damn sure. I'm glad you're able to figure that out, genius.
It's your shadow, dead giveaway.
Yeah, comes with the territory.
Of what?
It's the same girl that you actually recognize this girl. It's the same girl that you saw last season that like basically knew what was going on. I don't know if you remember this, but a couple weeks ago I was trying to save your lasses, so maybe a little bit more thanks would be great.
My friend is terrified of you. And I may be upset with her, but she's still my friend.
Your friend is terrified of you because she's being disciplined. Disciplined equals respect plus fear. It's how the oldest house likes to do it. And I'm not going to hurt your friend. In fact, I'm doing quite the opposite. I'm making sure she doesn't get hurt. Because if someone doesn't drill in the truth and the brevity of the situation into her head and her powers, she's going to go on and hurt herself or worse, someone else.
I think Ivy kind of sees me flicker out of existence, but I become more firm on the abyssal plane as I stare at this person.
And yeah, you're kind of using my purview right now. This is kind of my domain, so I can see when you're using the abyss. I know y'all fellas like to gaze into it and try to ask its answers, but don't do that too much, because the abyss does eventually come back to claim. It always does.
when I was young, there's a lot told about discipline, about fear. It only turned out more rejects. You hurt Ivy, I'll hurt you. I don't care what's protecting you.
I like to see you try there. Trust me, you might be old, but you're you're not even a baby. You're like a single cell organism compared to how old I am.
It's not about how old you are. It's about where you are. Here may be your home, but where your feet actually are mine. And here, I can do anything I want. And I feel like that actually almost echoes out through the school. Just a bit under the radar. But if anyone's tuned to like mystical interference, it kind of sounds like someone's talking over an intercom that doesn't exist.
Well, how about this? You listen here. And for a second, she kind of like snaps her fingers, and behind her, this huge, and I'm talking like twice or thrice her size, scythe is floating in the air. You have done quite a bit of good at this school, and I recognize that, and I respect that, which is why I haven't even considered the fact that you've been haunting the school for far, far, far too long and not officially crossing over. To the fact that you have been dead and in this area for far too long that you're experiencing and going through phantasmagoria. Now, in my manual and in my rules and guidelines, I should be reaping you and sending you back to the great beyond where you belong, but I haven't, because you do a lot of good here. Now, please show a little bit of respect and understand that what I'm doing is way bigger than any of this, way bigger than this school.
Maybe. But stop scaring my friend. And with that, I end it. If I can.
Yeah, and she'll end. And she just kind of like the last time you see her going.
I'm sorry, that's who kidnapped you after the whole Arden thing?
Who you mean? I'm not.
Little girl, big shadow, very scary voice. Wields the scythe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I'm not allowed to say because we're supposed to be laying low.
You've got a whole new outfit on. I'm sorry. No, not everyone's going to be distracted by Isaac's new whole thing for a while.
What?
Meanwhile, in the other
He's
room,
literally a lumberjack.
you know, Isaac, that flannel's really growing on you.
Why, thank you. I think it's growing on me too. I think it may be my new fashion statement.
And
I
you
enjoy it.
And really quick, just to kind of because we're getting to the end of the session, I want to cut and do the two final conversations. But before I get to Amara and Isaac, I want to go with Melody, and I'm just assuming that Ivy and you two are going to go grab a snack, correct? Gonna go to lunch.
Yep.
Awesome. Melody, waiting for you is not Mercutio, but rather Sylvester, and not Sylvester and Rebecca, just Sylvester.
Hi.
You okay?
No, not really.
Do you want to talk about it?
I guess I just don't understand why everyone is so judgmental of Mantra immediately.
Well, you know what they say. Look, to sit in judgment of those things which they perceive us to be wrong or imperfect is just truly to be one more person a part of that judgment, evil or imperfect. They're imparting their own insecurities and their own doubts onto us. We come in, we offer, not even offering a solution, we just come in, we offer guidance. And some people don't like that. They just want to spit in the face of that because they're in pain and misery loves company. And sure, maybe a part of them is doing for worry or not, but I don't think we've ever hurt you or ever shown you that we are distrustful. They don't understand. And because they don't understand, they can't comprehend. Because they can't comprehend, they're scared and they're nervous. And it makes them uncomfortable, so they lash out.
Yeah.
You know, good judgment comes from experience. And that comes from a lot of bad judgment. So, in fact, they're growing as a person.
Eventually.
But you haven't been judgmental. You've been nothing short of stellar, of amazing.
I'm trying.
And Sylvester will take your hand for a second. I'm really happy. You came into Mantra. You came into our lives. Because as much as like we talk about us wanting to find people and to, you know, and us to give back something to people, you gave back something to us. And I think that's just really cool. And we love having you.
What did I give back?
A new perspective, your personality, you're fun to be around, your willingness to experience joy despite everyone else being grounded in their own sorrows.
I'm glad.
I'm happy you're glad. And I've been talking to Father Morrison.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to make you a bigger part of Mantra. I want to, you know, and maybe together, me and you, we could show these people that we're not all that bad. And screw the Fae realm. We don't need it. The Fae always called the realm heaven. But heaven can be wherever you make it. And we can make this place our heaven. Like that song.
That one I need to work on.
You know that song? No, do you know what that's worth? Heaven is a place on earth. I don't know. I've been watching the show. It's really interesting. It's called Black Mirror. Have you ever seen it?
No.
No. Honestly, Netflix has been the greatest discovery I've had since here. Like, what? The realm doesn't know anything about entertainment. I'm sorry. I digress. But I think you're ready to to move up to more responsibilities. If you're down for it.
I think so.
And to kind of do that, we kind of have this little thing we do. Usually it's Father Morrison that does it. Just like a little I don't know. I don't want to call it a ritual. That sounds exactly culty-ish, but I guess it's like a little tradition we do. And usually the father, he does it, but I talked to him, I convinced him that he would let me administer to you. So we can do that, and we can talk about your duties, and we can do that after the mixer's over. If that's okay with you?
Yes.
I know that Mercutio isn't a big fan of us. It's okay, he doesn't get it. But hopefully he will. Eventually.
I hope so.
Alright. And his hand kind of moves up to your face for a second and cups the cheek. Just don't let anyone else get you down. Just walk that path you know how to walk. and I'll see you later tonight, Melody.
Okay.
And he steps away. And how are you feeling?
Good. Sort of. Not confused.
Great. A clear mind is exactly what you need.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just gotta close your eyes, and think of the positive.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Where will you head to now?
I don't know if I have any classes, but gonna head outside and get some fresh air.
Excellent. And as we kind of shift the camera over to Isaac, Amara, and Time Money, you do eventually find the mirror. So what's so special about this?
I don't know. Isaac, Sean warned me about you, and everyone seems super confused by your whole deal now, and I don't know, it's like you're trying to find yourself, right? Like, that's what all of this is you trying to figure out what you are, who you are?
In a way, yes.
Well, that's what mirrors are for too, right? Like, they show you who you are, and maybe I saw one, or I saw something in a mirror, and I don't know, I need to
Well-
see more.
Well, let's take a look into it together, I guess. So you have somebody by your side.
And the two of you, I'll say the three. Oh, lost Rena for a second there. The three of you take a look at the mirror, and you see different things as it starts to coalesce. Isaac, you see yourself, and you see all your friends around you. You see a lone mountaintop, and then you see yourself again, but you're dressed in your old clothes, and you're alone on this mountain. And then suddenly the scenery shifts for you, and you see it looks to be like a location filled with clouds and like swirling mist, and beyond the mist and the swirling clouds of gold and light and green, like an aurora borealis, you see a figure. And you can swear you know who that figure is, but you can't put your finger on it for some reason. You're not sure who it is. And Amara, you look at the mirror, and you see not a location, but a person. This person is in a hoodie and is wearing a mask. That's very creepy. And withdrawing their gloved hand from their pocket, they produce a blade, a knife, and they start smashing against the mirror, carving a message onto it.
Can I read it?
Yes. The message says, We need you. We never forgot you. And then the mirror just goes dark for you. And for a second, you could see in the reflection, as you're looking back of you, Isaac, and Tyler, I won't even say Tyler. You could swear that you don't look like you. You look like someone else. But not the same boy as before. Someone taller. With longer, darker hair. And the image changes a few times. The reflection. And you can see multiple people before you kind of like break out of your trance and there's nothing left.
Did it work for you? It didn't.
What did you see? I saw I saw something. I don't know exactly what, but I saw something.
I saw something too, but it wasn't the same. It's never the same. How am I supposed to figure it out if it's not the same? If there's just so many people.
Well, I mean, have you ever heard of the theory of, do you take biblical study? I mean, I don't like reincarnation, something like that. Maybe,
Isaac Timely like pat you on the back and just like kind of pushes you towards Amar, like
kind of awkwardly, just like, we're here for you, and give a very awkward hug.
and then Timely comes back and wraps you both in his arms.
Oh God.
It's okay, it's alright. Worry not. Fuck this mirror. We'll heal together.
Yeah, what the big guy said.
God, I really want to ask what Money is healing from, but I know that we're wrapping up, so I will not.
But one thing, I think this activates one of your moves, though.
Oh, is he helping me heal?
Isaac
Wait,
is, and Isaac's
is
the main
Isaac helping me heal?
I think so.
Uh-oh.
And Isaac's the main
Good.
character.
Noted.
Would you
Yeah,
like to
I'm
use
gonna-
Strange Impressions?
Oh,
I
God.
absolutely would, yes.
What move would you like to temporarily borrow from Isaac?
I mean, I think it has to be scanners. Like,
God.
And like the last shot we get as we kind of like see all this stuff kind of going down is we see kind of like as we see the reflection but no one's looking at it, and we see Amara briefly become Isaac, and in Amara's eyes, like in her pupils where no one's and their pupils where no one's looking, it begins to swirl like it's changing. And I think that is an excellent place to end chapter 12. Just close your eyes. Thank you, everyone. I know we didn't do a break because I just felt like I wanted to cover a lot of ground that unfortunately we weren't able to cover last time. But I want to thank my cast for sticking through it. I want to thank you all for sticking through it.
My camera did not stick through it.
It's okay. It's okay. Rita's still here. It's fine.
But your voice survived.
Revive. You live on through your voice.
And with
And
it, we can rebuild.
we can build a new arena.
We can rebuild the new arena. Make her better, stronger.
Dun, 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 dun.
Arena 2.0.
More leather.
Arena 2.0. Too much leather. Yeah, just so we can all relax and let's on the count of 3, let's take a deep breath. 1, 2. Mantra. And yeah, that was just to kind of explain, like, to everyone who might not have seen my streams before, maybe this first time. The reason I like to do in the 1, 2, 3 is just these games can get emotional sometimes. I think this might have been one of our more emotional games of all the season so far, and last season. And that's a beautiful thing that Monsterhearts can do that. So I thank my players for wanting to roleplay that out, and I thank everyone that was watching that got to see it all the way through. So starting in reverse, go ahead. Tell me, plug your stuff. Tell me where else they can find, where people can find you, and what else you got going on. Because I love y'all.
Yeah, so I'll start. So hi everybody again. My name is Christopher Cologne, Chris Cologne. You can find me on my Twitter at VO_Cologne. That's COLON. I am primarily a voice actor. You can check out my website there and all that stuff. In terms of stuff I can talk about, because I am still under NDAs. I did just finish this past weekend also with Alyssa. We were on Utopia by POC Vampire Week. So we did a couple shows there. So if you guys want to watch those VODs, they're on there on the Twitch. And also later on, I'm thinking next month. I don't know exactly sure yet what the date is, but I am also teaming up with the Critical Bitcast over there. They're doing this sort of Korra, the Last Avatar. Not Avatar. Yeah, no. I think. Oh my god, I'm forgetting the show name. That is a shame.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yes, Legends of
Well, the
Korra.
Legend of Korra. There we go. Legend of Korra. They're doing a sort of 48-player kind of the team battles that they had in that show. So we're gonna be doing that. So it's gonna be really exciting. So yeah. So give them a follow over on their Twitter and check that out.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Alyssa. You can find me on Twitter at a disaster queer. Main things that I am working on right now. Various little one-shot type things on Well Seasoned Stories, which is a podcast featuring all BIMPOC players and GMs, actual play, whatever. And very queer, very fun. We just, our first week was 3 episodes. We had like 3 games from the BIPOC Vampire Jam. So that was very fun. And then also I am currently in a mini series with Goblets and Gays that is in an original Pathfinder actual play in a sort of Asian inspired world, again, by a BIPOC creator, sort of drawing on her background. And it is very fun. Yeah.
Boop, that's me. I am Chantel B. You can find me on Twitter at Chantel B. I have started writing melody content, which you can find over on my website at wordswithcolor.com. I am doing a lot. So tomorrow, Tuesday, 8:30, I will be playing Omens Rising, which is the alpha playtest of a game that I am one of the culture writers for. And that's over at Lost Worlds Archive. You can find everything on my Twitter. I have a link tree. And that's a narrative forward. Omens Rising is a narrative forward tabletop game, which is explorative based and has been largely written by diverse people. In fact, almost entirely written by diverse people. So it's based in belonging and the concept of belonging. So everyone has written a culture that is somewhere that they would feel comfortable. So it's really quite enjoyable. Wednesday, 8 p.m., I play Unlawful Disorder, which is an open legend game. And it is a comedic drama where I play with basically all my GMs, all of whom are actors, and it's run by a novelist. So that is fun. On Saturday, I am running Monsterhearts, the second season, and it's the second, technically still the first game I've ever run, but for a second season, it's fun. We're having a great time. That is at 9 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, and all at Lost Worlds Archive. And along with Northern Elite, they're starting to announce that we both played the dragon game over at Loading Ready Run, Alabaster Kingdom. So as that gets closer, we may well say more about it or say something about it. I don't know. But yeah.
It's my turn. Hi, I'm your favorite neighborhood werewolf, Werewolf Feels, also known as Northern Ligadir. No, that's just it. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me online on all the things at Werewolf Feels. That includes Twitter, Instagram, but only do that if you want one picture of my dog approximately every week, because I do nothing else. And also Twitch, where I now stream games sometimes. Right now we're playing through a couple games because I'm trying to see what's getting engagement, to be honest. But Vampire seems to be doing well, and I'm excited to run back to it, playing as Jonathan Reed during the Spanish influenza, because apparently people want to watch that, I guess. I also, like Chantel, am busy, so you can catch me in Alabaster Kingdom coming very soon. We'll announce more when we get to it. But you can also find me this weekend on Saturday. On Saturday, you can find me playing Mage on Roll4It with some wonderful other streamers and YouTubers and folks, where we play a game of Mage the Ascension, but hacked up to 5th edition. It's super fun. I play a character named Dr. Riyad Hassan. Tons of stuff happens there. Soon, coming very, very soon on Fae Forged Academy, you'll find me playing the dragon game again, but this time it's a gigantic bird. Just in case you wanted that. I also write, and I write. You can find all the list of the things I do at northernalikadir.card.co, because there's a numerous amount of them. Yeah, that's me. Rena, go.
Hi, that's me. I am Rena, also known as the Overlord. I have a lot of projects on hiatus right now because everyone's still enjoying their break. We're gonna get back to it next week with Call of the Abyss mid-season start once again, and then we got City of the Saint again in mid-season, and then we got Cradle of Cain that's gonna be announced soon. Nick's the one who's storytelling it, and I'm so excited for everyone to know about it. That and look forward to an announcement about a game that I will be personally storytell. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. And that's it for me.
All right, everyone. I was your MC/storyteller, Nick Francia, where you can find me at Nobleman Nick. Ooh, stuff that I was doing. Let's see. Currently on VOD, you can catch this episode that we're just about to end, as well as last week's episode. On YouTube, you can catch all previous episodes of Gehenna Academy as well. I'm gonna go through Gehenna Gaming's little. We have a few things coming from Gehenna Gaming. I'm gonna talk about that first, and then I'll talk about some of my personal projects. So going on ahead. Yeah, I have a list. Where's the list? Tuesday, we're going to be hosting, as always, ATL by Night, which has our 2 team members, Ian and Ellie. Great show, great vampire show. If you like it, if you want to see something that's actually shot in studio, really great production value on par of a lot of these other big streams, or bigger streams, like huge streams, and ATL definitely can scratch that itch if you're looking to up your dose of vampire. Wednesday, Ian's going to be going back and playing Resident Evil 7. I'm going to continue to make fun of him from afar, because you know what? I think you should just watch to see and see how many times he dies. Saturday, we're going to be playing Solomon Vale for our Saturday night one-shot. It's going to be awesome. There's going to be surprise guests, including someone that may or may not be on the stream. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? Yeah, you're all shaking like you're not sure. All of y'all. Who knows? I don't know. But that's it from there. And also, just want to shout out our sponsor yet again, Elderwood Academy. If you need any of great tabletop gaming accessories, whether it be dice box, dice chests, dice itself, and things to make everything a little bit spooky, mystical, occult, magical, as one does when playing tabletop RPGs, it is the #1 spot to go and get your custom accessories. And you can use that using the elderwoodacademy.com/Gehenna-gaming. And then, as well as me, let's see what I got going on. So we've been doing a lot of work for Cradle of Cain. That's set to arrive in October. Super excited about that. I can finally tease. I can't announce it. I'm doing I'm doing a project with Devil's Luck Gaming. Great studio, great people. I can't tell you exactly what it is yet, but it's going down. It's going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully you'll really enjoy what you see. And then, of course, I've posted my slate, so you have a ton of other stuff coming on. You're going to see me coming back in November. No, you see me coming back in December with Kingdom Hearts: The Interstitial War. I'm proud to announce that December, let's see, I believe December 5th, I'm going to double check to make sure, is going to be our first official day back. December 3rd is going to be our first official day back for Season 2 of Interstitial War. Almost a year break we took. 8 months. But, you know, that game ran for like 5 months straight, so whatever. We needed a little bit of time off. As well as we're going to be settling into record stuff for Evangelion very soon. And some other awesome surprises along the way. Can't talk about everything, but thank you all for sitting and watching. Thank you all for watching this lovely cast pour their heart out to you every Monday, night to night. And yeah, we'll catch you next week. It's going to be a blast. Bye, everyone. And stay spooky.
I do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. Need you to stay.